Hi, have a look at this Microsoft Power Automate community thread. So it's about how to select the JSON array from a nested elements. And also some of the properties are optional. So as you can see here, hash clip, text size, these are not in the next set of the data. And again, the kids element, which is missing from the first one also. So what I'm going to do here is I will build the flow and show you how to iterate these things. Ideally, user wants that should be in this format using a select and select the path and the text. And if the kids path exists, we need to get the kids path and the kids text as well. Okay, so let's start building the flow then. So first thing, I'm going to copy this data, go to the Parse JSON viewer. There are lots of tool out there. If you search in Google Parse JSON viewer, you can get, quite a lot of tools. So I'm using this one here. And let's see the format. Click on the format and the viewer. Right. So you can see here, see a couple of properties are missing here. The hash clip and the text size is missing in the viewer here. The reason here is because these values are missing here also. So just to make it consistent, I'm going to add this here, and later we will remove that also. Okay, and let's put that here. Yeah. Okay, now that's appeared now. So you can see, every property values are there now. Oh, no, that's not there. Let's have a look. I think I messed it up a little bit. So path, yeah, it looks okay to me. Let's have a look. It's only showing the, all right, okay. Let's make this as an array. Yeah, okay, that's an array anyway. Okay, here it is. Okay, so you can see now, this is the data which user provided me, but I know some of them are optional. So let's take this value first and copy it. So I'm going to copy this. So this means all the properties are exist in this except the kids one. So if I may say the main elements which are exist, in both. Then this is missing, the kids one is missing in the first one. So you can see here, the kids one is missing in the first one and these values are here. Yeah, the kids one. Right. Let's go to the flow. I'm using a manual trigger here and going to use a compose. Okay, I'm just pasting the data. Okay, and I'm going to say demo JSON iteration. Save the flow. Okay, next step, I'm going to use parse JSON here. Okay, so for the parse JSON, I'm going to take the output from the previous step, which is our data, and click on the generate sample and copy the value which I copied from my previous screen here. Okay, click done. Okay, so the first thing what we need to do here is we can go back here and see it expects these values here, otherwise it will fail. So I what I found out is there are a couple of properties are optional here. So I'm going to remove all the required fields here. If you want to keep, if you want to keep a path hash clip, which are always mandatory, you can keep that. But for this demo, I'm going to remove all the required field and remove the comma as well. Okay, there are no errors now. Save it. Okay, The next thing I'm going to do here is because I added certain values here. So what we want here is we want path, has clip, text size. Sorry, not that. This one, path, has clip, text size, language, page, and text. And the second one, we only need path, lang, and page. So for the second one, which is this, so we don't need these two because I used only for generating that JSON schema. Okay, so I'm going to remove that. Now it's optional now. Here it is. Okay, now what we have here is the data is almost same as what the user has provided here. So the second one got 1, 2, 3 parameters with the kids element. 1, 2, 3, and the kids, yeah, and the other one has that also. And remember, I removed the required field. So now, some of them are optional here. Hope it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. The next thing I'm going to use here is the select. Okay. So when we use the select, I'm going to say the body, and here user wants to select path, text, kids path, and kids text. Okay. So let's have that here. Path and path here. Okay. Then the next one is the text. Text. Oh, the wrong place mapping, sorry. Yep, save it. Okay, flow ran successfully, and I'm going to run now. So let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, flow ran successfully, and we got path and the text values here. So remember, in the data we have uh, path and the text we got, and the text is missing here also, the because the text is under the kids here. Yeah, so if I go back to this now here, see that says is null because there is no value there. That's correct. Yeah, so how can we get the kids one then? So if I go back and say here kids and then search for the kids element and try to run it. See, we got the kids one, but it has got another set of arrays as well there. So let's go. So how can we do this? So uh, what we could do here is I'm going to copy this array now, the kids one. Press Ctrl C, edit. And the next thing I'm going to do is we'll come back here later then. Yeah. So I'm going to remove this kids one here. Keep the select and add an action. And under the action, add a compose. And map one of the properties from the kids one. Let's have a look. So that has got path, has clip, text size, and all there. So if I search for here as path, see we only got one path, which is this. So how to get this then? This we need to iterate the kids, then only we can get this. Okay. So the technique I'm going to use here is I'm going to say here kids. So here it is. See, immediately it has put that in a loop. Yeah, because it's an array. The whole element is an array then. Okay, I'm going to remove the select now. We can come back later. Okay, now try to run this and see what we are going to get here. Right, okay, we got, there's no kids in the first element, that's why it's blank. If I click next, I should be able to see some values here. Here it is. Okay, so copy that. I copied earlier, just ignore that. So I'm going to copy from here. I'm going to copy this output, edit, and I'm going to add another pass JSON here and map the output from the previous one, or you can directly map the kids here, and then generate and copy the schema of the array of the kids one, kids elements. Okay, here it is. The next, I'm going to add a compose. So here it is. So here now I can have, I'm going to add an JSON value here and say um, kids text. So that's past JSON 2 is the kids one, is it? So you can see the parent one is other text. So this is one we want. So that's in a loop now, see? And then comma. So what's the other one we need to get? The other one is kids path. So let's add kids path. Again, pass JSON to make sure that should be coming from, it's because it's from the parent, the other node also has the same value also here. So this is one is the pass JSON 2 is the kids one. So that's the path we want. Okay, right. And then at the same time, what we could do is we could collect the path and the text from the parent one also, from the other node also. So what we could do here is we could have path, and that path is coming from the pass JSON step here. Okay. Okay, let me just before adding that, let me save this. Let me add a compose here. I'm just testing this. Adding a compose and adding that path, which I want from the first one. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So that is applied to each path. Yeah. I'm going to delete this. Just ignore that now. Yeah. Okay, coming back here. Under the compose 3 step, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the path again and search for the path, and we want that path coming from the other one. See that? Okay, and save it. Oh, I forgot the comma there. Yeah, right. Try to run this and see what we are going to get. Oh, I got an error. Ah, okay, so required property null. Okay, so the same issue here. Go back to here and under there, I'm going to remove the required properties. Okay, and again try to run it and see that works. No, because it said the required property aspect. Ah, right. Because the kids value is null, so some cases it is null. So we don't want to iterate that for some cases. So some case we want to iterate it. Okay. So what we need to do here then is, okay, so this is interesting. Um, I'm going to add an if condition here. So in the if condition, I can say the combos to which is the kids one. So the combos to output is not equal to null. Okay, then do this pass JSON and apply to each. Right. Let's test this and see what happens. Okay, looks like it's iterating the values. Yes. So the first one, see it's null there. So because it's null, the first one doesn't have the kids one, it doesn't iterate it. But in the under the no condition, we can construct the other values which we want. So I will do that in a minute. Click next. So you can see here, it exposes those values. See the main path, kids, and the text. Okay, let's edit this. And here I'm going to add a compose because see, this path doesn't have the kids one. So add the compose there. And it's pretty much a similar thing. Let's copy this. So we want the path. That's it. And also, do you want anything? Oh, the text also there. So, okay, let's get the text as well. So, comma, text. So, which is this text. Yep. And also here as well. The text is a parent one, remember. That's what we want. Yep. And comma again. So we got both values here now. But it's in a loop now. So what we want is we want to collect each and every results and finally pushing that into the next the iteration. So what I'm going to do is to make it consistent, what I could do here is we know that the kids path is null, so we could make it something like that. And again here kids text, which is null as well, and save it. Okay, that's done. Now because the iteration is done, I'm going to initialize a variable here. And in the variable, I'm going to say final result or something. And in the final result, I'm going to keep that as an array and save it. And then here, because we constructed the each element, the next thing under that after the compose 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an append array and mapping the compose 3 output. Okay, we are going to do the same here also. So again, so here, we want to collect this information as well. So here, I'm going to say same thing, append array. Final result, and that's a compose 4 output we want. Okay, so that means, in the array, each and every results will be collected nicely now. Okay, I'm going to minimize all that. Right, minimize apply to each. Finally, I'm going to add that in a compose, the final output, final result. Okay, let's see what we are going to get. Hopefully, we are going to get the right result now. Okay, let's have a look. The compose 5 output. See, here it is. See, the first one, we don't have the kids path, so that is blank. And the other one, we have the text is null. And is the text is null, just to make sure that am I mapping the right value or not. Yep, there is no text here. So you can see, oh, there is a text here for the kids one. So the kids one, I'm mapping the wrong value there. That's the only reason. So okay, I can go and correct that. Uh, Oh no, no, the kids text is right. Yeah, the other text is blank there. So if I may go back to this, yeah, here we go. So this text is missing for the kids. This in the next one. That's the reason it's blank. Yeah, it's correct. It is what is you want. Um, hope this is useful. Thank you very much for watching my video.